This is weird.
Yeah, we are living in the world right now.
Just a global update in case anyone was unaware. Um, or even to preface that, we got back from tour like early March, right? Like March 10th or something like that.
Yeah.
And there were rumblings
Mhm.
in the news and on social media of this disease that was going to be a huge worldwide pandemic and cause problems for everyone. At the time, it kind of seemed like a joke, not even a joke, just something that wasn't going to be serious for very long.
Mhm.
And fast forward to, what is it, April 11th or something like
So
that? April 10th?
one month later after we got back from tour.
Yeah, 1 month to the day, here we are, confined to our homes indefinitely.
We wanted to keep this going and just kind of keep podcasting and doing that sort of thing, but the world just absolutely got kneecapped and
Yeah,
here we are.
there was a global curb stomp on everyone's jaw.
I'm lucky, and I realize that I'm lucky that I'm still working, and that's nice. So I feel like I haven't caught I feel like I haven't caught too much of the madness, but I man, it's funny because I thought that I would enjoy working from home
Yeah.
in some capacity. Like the first week was getting everything figured out. The second week was all right, I still kind of enjoyed this. And then the third week was just
Right. I guess for those who don't know, Mason is a music teacher,
I
and
am.
it's crazy. You're still able to do that.
It is. It's
It's awesome.
utterly insane. I've just been teaching out of this room for the past 3 weeks. Utterly insane.
Give us a rig rundown since we have
Yeah,
the
for sure.
video
Actually,
going.
pretty cool. Here, I don't know if I should just lift the laptop or kind of present each item. Basically, here I'm gonna scoot this. Hopefully, my microphone won't collapse. Down here, we have Fender Champion 100 right next to it, kind of hidden from view. The Fender 25 Rumble bass practice amp. I'm trying to position my legs in such a way to where you can see it. Over here in the corner, I have a Roland V drum set from my boss, who so graciously allowed my parents to keep their sanity while I teach drum lessons for 6 hours on Wednesday. You get a nice little view of me when you're taking a drum lesson from me on Zoom.
Yeah. Is the kid just hearing you hit on these rubber drums the whole time?
So normally what I do is I'll just throw it into the rumble, and it's not the sounds aren't too bad. Here, we can give a little demo. Ooh, yeah, those are clipping. That's clipping the mic real bad. So recently my hours got a little cut, which no. I'm not totally upset with, because so now I'm going to be working Monday through Thursday, and I'm going to have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. So I'll be working 4 days and then have 3 days off, which I feel will help me regain my sanity a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like it's really important right now to find some sort of balance and routine, and within the balance and routine, find ways to change it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it'll be nice that you'll have that kind of set schedule where you're not kind of one day off, back at work the next day or anything crazy like that. And then you can kind of figure out, how you want to spend that time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's get into the nitty gritty. Are you waking up 1:59 p.m.? You're teaching, t-shirt on, absolutely nothing underneath. What's the deal?
Actually, it's kind of weird, but I've started getting up earlier. What I would normally do is I would wake up an hour before I had to go into work. But now I've actually kind of flipped the switch a little bit to where I've been getting up at 10-ish, just kind of like messing around on Animal Crossing a little bit.
Absolutely.
Checking those turnip prices, doing a little bit of fishing, and then I'll kind of mosey my way on over into this little studio. I'll kind of like play for a little bit,
Hmm.
warm myself up, and then student will pop on Zoom, and we'll go from there. And then
That's
day will
awesome.
be over. I'll go back to my room, and I'll watch some anime, play some more Animal Crossing, hop on Rocket League for a little bit. Honestly, I'm really surprised at how much it's like taken a toll on me because I feel like I'm a very inside person, you know.
Right. I've part of the thing I think is the ability, like the freedom to choose to go outside. The
Exactly.
fact that you have no control, that makes it way different. Feeling like, oh, I think I'm gonna stay inside tonight. Like I'm not gonna check my phone. I'm not gonna go anywhere. Like that used to
Hmm.
be something, at least for me or like other introverted type people, it's something you covet, something you look forward to. And I think it's because a little bit you have the power to decide to do that. And
Hmm.
you can like, it's part of like taking control of your schedule. You're like, tonight, it's a me night. But now every night is a me night in kind of a weird way.
It's nice to have that much me time,
Of
but
course.
it's kind of getting to the point where it's like I miss jamming with my bros.
That's got to be the biggest thing for me that I'm like really craving is just like music with other people in person.
Yeah,
How nice would it be for us to like set up in a practice space of some kind or even just like one of our houses and jam? Like I've been craving that so hard.
it'd be very nice.
So we literally haven't seen each other in person for a month
Month.
at this
Yeah,
point, which is bizarre.
very. It'll be over.
Right.
It has to end at some point.
I know
So
that's the thing is it will end, but I like I can't conceive what that's going to be like,
mhm.
and I can't even like remotely picture what afterwards is gonna feel like.
Are we going to be able, like, are we going to get back to the normal day-to-day lives that we've
Right.
been living prior to this? Or is it going, like, how much is this actually going to change the world? I also went and got Taco Bell a
Ooh,
couple days ago,
for old time's sake.
just because, man, I needed some Taco Bell.
Right.
Shit hit different, I'll tell you. So what has your day-to-day kind of been like?
It's kind of similar to your situation where it's like it hasn't changed that much from
Mm,
like my normal vibe. I'm probably getting up at 10-ish every day at the latest. Like
mm.
I set an alarm for 8:30 pretty much every morning. Never wake up. It does not
Respect.
happen. Like I've been trying like I feel like you see these tweets of people being like my sleep schedule is so messed up. And that
Mm,
was me for like the first 2 weeks. Like I was just
yeah.
I was going to bed at just when you're supposed to wake up and you know reverse um get up, make coffee. That's like the first thing every single morning. Animal Crossing or like YouTube blasting for just
Yeah.
like an hour or two. And then I'm just anything between working on music, going for a walk, watching Twin Peaks, reading. Like I'm
Mm,
just rotating all of these activities basically every day. I feel like we should preface this entire conversation with that we are pretty lucky and privileged to
absolutely.
be able to be like living with our parents and just like having any sort of comfort right now. But
Yeah, I'm so worried for like a bunch of my friends that work in like service industry jobs
right,
that are not able to work anymore, and
yeah,
it's really really scary, like
right.
times that we're living in.
Yeah, that's the other like super weird thing is that we are living through this. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
This like
Mhm.
I'm really curious to see what after all of this, like how people remember this time.
Mhm.
Like if it ends up being a couple months, are we going to be like, wow, that was a super weird 3 months? Like,
It's
I
like,
don't
oh
even
my
know how people are
goodness.
going to talk about this. I feel like we shouldn't dwell in the dark parts of this conversation. I'm
For
glad we've
sure.
kind of like touched on it a little bit, just in terms of like, it's kind of hard to have any sort of positive
Mm,
conversation that's not at least sort of in the shadow of what's
yeah.
going on. Like even if we just talked about Animal Crossing, which I'd love to do, honestly. I would love to do a deep dive on that. Even with that, it's like the context is, oh, I'm playing Animal Crossing 8 hours a day because of this worldwide situation.
But it
I'm
also
glad we talked about it, but I think let's leave it at that, and let's catch up a little bit, because we also haven't had like a good call in like a week or so.
absolutely. How are you holding up through
I'm
all of
honestly doing
this?
okay. Like, I started off like kind of weird,
Yeah.
as I'm sure a lot of people can relate to. Um, I don't know. It's weird because you would think having kind of like a static, um, like lifestyle, I guess, would lend itself to like feeling kind of the same all the time. But I'm weirdly finding that my emotions, at least, are on kind of a roller coaster,
Same.
as well
Big
as like
same.
my body. I'm trying my best to like exercise and drink less coffee, but both of those things are not happening at all.
I would like my Dr. Pepper addiction has taken like new heights. There's just like a trash can here full of empty Dr. Pepper bottles.
Oh, we got to do a trash can deep dive.
There's guitar strings and
Mhm.
like 40 bottles of Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
In that trash can, and it's bad, man.
What are you doing when you find yourself feeling like, I don't know. First of all, do you feel like you need to work out? Like, does this like situation make you feel like you need to be getting outside or getting exercise or like eating healthy?
I feel like I've become a lot more aware of how I treat my body and that I need to do things better, like start
Same.
working out, and like the fact that I'm not eating at like Taco Bell every day of my life is like I'm starting to feel a little better.
It might be kind of fun. Like, something that we have never tried together is working out.
It's true. We have
And
never.
I feel like it could be interesting for us to like find an app that we both like that like kind of keeps us on like the same regimen, and then we just like do those things, and then next time we meet up and do this, we can talk about it.
Ooh, okay, yeah. I could get down with that. That sounds interesting.
I think you mentioned this the other day. Do you have blue light glasses?
I do. Yeah. Can you kind of like tell how they're like reflecting?
No, but I was thinking about that when you're like, I've been looking at the same two things or whatever. 'Cause something that comes to my mind when I think about that is just how my eyes feel like they're going to explode at any
Yeah.
given moment.
Straight up, these like so I've like prescription glasses, right? But
Right.
where I got them from Zenny, right? Yeah. And so on Zenny, you can like check an
Shout out to our
option.
sponsors.
Yeah.
Use our promo code TYVM to cop a pair of glasses and get a 15%.
Absolutely free. Absolutely free.
Yeah, get 100% off.
We're looking at our phones and our computers
Right.
all the time. So there is like noticeable strain on your eyes. But then I got these guys, and my eyes simply do not hurt as much.
I'm back.
Sweet. I'm also back.
I grabbed another Topo Chico as well.
Excellent. I grabbed a Dr. Pepper.
Nice. But yeah, you want to do some Animal Crossing talk for a bit?
Let's talk some Animal Crossing.
You've been going really hard in this game.
Can
I just say?
I have, and it's kind of funny. So the night before I bought it, I was on Rocket League with John.
Yeah.
And we were talking about it. I was like, yeah, man, I just don't get it. Like, I don't get why people enjoy it. I saw a tweet where somebody was like, for all y'all that don't understand Animal Crossing, like, because there's no like goals or point to it, it's like we literally just out here vibing, and that's what the game is. And I was like, oh, I just kept playing it. A couple of the things that really drew me into it was the museum. So being able to like now there's like, okay, so now you gotta like catch all the bugs and catch all the fish.
There's like a completionist aspect to the game.
And I'm big on that. So it's like, you know, every day. I'm like digging up all my fossils and like trying to find all the bugs and all the
Yeah.
fish and stuff. I spent so long. Like when the March fish were going away, I spent hours digging up clams to try and catch a sturgeon and a stringfish.
Right.
And I think the other thing that really caught me about it is just how pretty it is to look at. You know,
Definitely. It looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks great. But I've been thoroughly enjoying that game.
Dude, I remember like the first week you had it. Like, I think I like went to your island within that first week, or you like went to my island. I was just like, damn, I have not been playing this game as much as anyone. You were out there with like some reactions I had never seen, and like you had a ladder, which I didn't even have. You made me my first ladder.
Yes.
I have absolutely like gone too hard in Animal Crossing, but I'm still just like every single day I feel so like soothed by the game, and also like so frustrated because there's so much that I want to like. I want my island to just be beautiful.
Before I forget, I haven't been to your island since.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should do some Animal Crossing later tonight. Like
Absolutely.
I literally just got terraforming, so I literally just like finished.
Yeah, you're ahead of me now.
Today,
you're ahead of me.
I've just been like grinding the like bells game basically. Like I've just been like trying to like pay off my house and like make shit look good.
For sure.
And now I'm like, oh shit, there's so many more possibilities. Like I want everything to be perfect and I want it to look sick. Yeah, I literally, I think you should be streaming Rocket League. I really think that's like good content.
I'm so bad, dude. I'm so bad. Like I'm
like even just the stuff you tweet where it's like just like kind of a cool goal or just like a wacky goal. I'm hype. Like I think it's awesome.
It's fun. I'm scared people are gonna like flame me or something, you know?
I mean, on the other hand too, it's also just like, I think it'd be fun for us to have like some sort of like, you know, stream. Like even we're not gamers traditionally or anything like that, but it's like, you know, we're also not podcasters.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, we are now. We got 4 episodes, bitch.
It's it. We're officially a podcast. Oh, Jesus Christ. Unfortunately, we have experienced some technical we'll see you next week. Okay, bye.